Today on the channel, we'll be unboxing the world's most blinged out arms dealer. Here on Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Newman, and today we'll be unboxing G.I. Joe ThreeZero Profit Director Destro from ThreeZero Toys. This 1/6 scale figure measures 12.2 inches in height. It's made of ABS, PVC, POM, fabric, and magnet. This exclusive figure is fully articulated and contains a cape, a bundle of money, a stack of money, money with fire effect, sunglasses, a machine gun and pistol, a gauntlet with mini rockets, a pair of extra ball joints, 3 extra sets of hands, and a briefcase containing 2 rocket cases, 3 explosives, and 3 mini rockets. Now, I bought my figure as a pre-order from BigBadToyStore.com. As you can see right here, they're a great online store that you can get a lot of merchandise from, put it in a pile of loot, and essentially just ship a whole bunch of items that you have on pre-order all at the same time. This is not a paid advertisement, so whether or not you use them has no financial bearing on me. But you should use them, because they're great. Also, I should add, this figure is actually a exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store, so you actually can't get it anywhere else. Will it be as problematic as their Storm Shadow? Or a 7 out of 10 like their Cobra Commander Supreme? Let's find out! So, out of the box, we still have this thing wrapped in plastic, so I'm going to go ahead and get my trusty X-Acto knife, and cut these couple of pieces of tape on the corners here, whip it out, there we go. Now let's see if we can't get a better angle at this thing. Perfect. Alright, so we can see the front, got G.I. Joe, had the figure on here. It looks like it's a photo that's been digitally manipulated. We've got the side right here, that looks like an actual illustration. More Photoshop photos on the back, as well as a bunch of legalese, all the credits, all that good stuff. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get that X-Acto knife out once again and take this thing out. Instructions? Out of here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this figure in hand. Okay, so just taking him out of the package, he feels a little weightier than your Storm Shadow, so that's always a plus. Because that Storm Shadow felt a little cheap. You can see the review for that up top. Now, on an initial inspection, this is a very good looking figure. The cloth goods look very nice. I do worry if this faux rubber, faux leather is going to wear out over time. But we're all going to wear out over time. Embrace the void. But yeah, it looks really nice. It looks really good. The paintwork is excellent. I love the color choices. Alright, let's go over the articulation. So the head goes all the way around. There's a really good range of movement. Arms go up to about here, which is pretty decent considering these cloth goods are going to get in the way. It seems like there's a bicep twist in here. A little hindered by the clothing though. Let's check out the... Oh, and that is some awful foreshadowing. Yeah, so it looks like it's supposed to be double jointed elbows, but they don't quite stay. So that is unfortunate. Looks like we got an ab crunch. It's there, but again, hindered by the cloth goods, but it's actually not too bad. The legs only go out to there, which is kind of criminal. Looks like I think we've got double joint. Yeah, we've got double jointed knees, but again, the cloth goods are getting in the way of that. So, yeah. We've got ankle articulation, not as strong, because you can see it's on the ball joint. It's not as strong as the Cobra Commander Submarine, but not as weak as the Storm Shadow. So it's kind of in the middle. So it seems like there is a, maybe either a cut at the bicep, or that might just be where the leg is hitting the hips to make that turn, but you can move it. Again, restricted by the pants. There's a lot of restriction because of this clothing. That's actually not a deal breaker for me because this isn't a character that needs super articulation. Let's move on to the accessories. Alright, so here we got them all laid out, and let's go ahead and zoom in and start looking at this thing. So first up, we got a briefcase here, which is really nice. It's painted very well, looks good, the sculpt is nice. And inside, we have some more accessories, which is fantastic. And some styrofoam too. Looks like we've got some pockets, some extra rockets, and some bombs. Pretty cool. It's really nice. Paint application on these are very good, and they are very small, so I appreciate that that fine work detail. And here we've got a little bomb here. Really cool. My one complaint with the briefcase is, however, it doesn't really latch very well. It tends to fall open. There's not a latch for this thing. So here you've got some gripping hands. Alright, looks very good. Looks like there's kind of a wash on here too, which is excellent. We've got some kind of grappling hands, or more gripping hands. You could put probably the money in here. Cool. Next up, we've got some trigger fingers for both hands. Very nice. Sculpt is good. We've got another gauntlet with rockets on the forearm, which is really cool. They're not detachable, they are glued on here, so you can't take these off. Next up, we got some extra ball joints because, well, you'll see why later. We got a gun, which is really cool, and the clip is detachable. And we've got a machine gun where the magazine is detachable, as well as the scope, too. It's really cool. Got some sunglasses here. Very nice. Very nice paint application on here. We got some money that's on fire. The sculpt on the dollar bills are really good. Look at this. This is some great detail work. So the printing is sculpted, and then it looks like they brought it out with a wash. And here's a pack of money, which you can actually put in the briefcase. So all that stuff in the briefcase you can take out, you can put the pack of money in here if you want to. And finally, we have the cape, which is very nice, very high quality. There's a very fine textures to this. It's very good. Chain is real, and there is a bendy wire where the clasps are to drape it over his shoulders. It's very good texture. Very nice, actually. Good job. This feels good. So let's take a look at the figure himself. So this is a really great head sculpt. I like the black of the eyes. Kind of looks like Gambit eyes. Really nice. The gold is really good. We've got a chain right here. That chain is plastic, actually, so it's not metal. The texture to this, I guess kind of faux leather thing that he's wearing is actually pretty good. Again, I do wonder if it's going to hold up. Just give me 20 years. I'll probably be dead by then anyway. You can see that there's a holster for his gun that is strapped to both his belt and to his right thigh, and that's really nice. Everything's really good, but you see, we're going to face the same problems that we faced with actually both Cobra Commander Supreme and Storm Shadow, which is the hands. The hands are not great. Boots are great. Look at these. That's really nice sculpt. Look at that. That's fantastic. Looks really good. Really good detailing. Very nice. So all in all, this is an extremely good looking figure. Just the design work is fantastic. Color choices. There's a nice metallic sheen over a lot of the body armor, as well as the jacket and the vest. The cloth is very good. Look at it looks like a canvas material for the pants. It's very good. The straps are all nice. They're nice and tight. They don't fall down like the Cobra Commander Supreme one. Boots are also an excellent sculpt. We've got a couple of different types of paint going on there, as well as a metallic burgundy. It's just excellent. It's very good. Very good. And now we're just going to take a look at him with his cape on. It's very easy to put on. You just have to fold the clasps and just drape it over his shoulders, and it's pretty simple. Also, we've got the sunglasses on him as well, and they're also very easy to put on, and they look very good. They do fall off pretty easily if he is moved, so just be careful that you don't lose them and then wind up stepping on them. Alright, so next up we're actually going to try and get some of his accessories attached to his person. So here we've got his pistol, and now me trying to put this in here was when I discovered that the clip can actually move. So I'm just going to bring it up to the screen, and let's see if I can get this in focus. Alright, there we go. So, like, look at that. That is pretty cool. That is very nice. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and get this in here. See if it fits well. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's see if I can get that down any more. Yep, okay, yep. You can get it down some more. Alright. Fantastic. So when I saw that the pistol could do that, I wanted to take a look at the machine gun, and yep, there we go. We can take the magazine off on this thing. Very cool. Now, unfortunately, this figure is going to have the same problem that Cobra Commander Supreme and Storm Shadow did as well, and it's the hands. They come off way too easily. The reason that they give you extra ball joints is because the ball joints get stuck in the hands when you take them off the forearms. Yeah, look at that. Look how easily it comes off. The gauntlets being in the way doesn't help the situation. It's not really a tight fit. They are very loose, and it is very unfortunate. But let's take another look at the machine gun. So here you can see that the scope actually comes off as well. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. That's neat. Now here you can see that the money fits in this hand pretty well. So you can see that. I'm going to take that out, and we can see the regular bundle of money in here. I'm not going to put him on his person. I'm just going to run through a few of these. And now here you can see that the bundle of money can go into the briefcase, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunate thing is that when he's carrying this thing, the briefcase just opens wide open. It doesn't clip. That's unfortunate. It feels like a serious design flaw in an otherwise great sculpt. Now here are those pouches that came out of the briefcase, and as you can see on the back, there is a hole, and on his belt, there is a peg. So you can actually clip these extra pouches to his person. So that's pretty cool. You can also clip the bombs to his belt as well. It's the same peg hole, so it goes right in. Now the unfortunate thing is there are more pockets and bombs than there are pegs on his belt. But, you know, it is what it is. It looks pretty good. Pretty good. So there you have it. Here is Destro with his cape, with his gun, with his bombs, with everything. He's all decked out. There we go. So the cape does take a little bit of manipulation. It tends to ride up, which makes the chain go over the pendant on his chest, which looks a little awkward, as you can see right here. So you'll have to keep adjusting it for better or for worse. I believe there were supposed to be some magnets in here, like the Cobra Commander cape. However, I could not feel it in there for whatever reason. So I may just be missing it, or it may not actually have it. But either way, the fact that you can bend the wires that are inside the top of the cape, that'll help a little bit. Okay, final thoughts. I do like this figure, but I don't know if I can recommend it. The articulation is a little to be desired. I realize this isn't a Spider-Man character. You don't have to do a ton of movements, but his legs, because of the restriction of the pants, and again, the pants look good, the restriction, it really limits the amount of poses that you can get him in. Same with the arms, unfortunately. You can get some movement, you can get some range a bit, but the poses that you're going to be able to get him into are mostly stationary, which is a bit of a bummer. Also the hands. It's the same ball-jointed hands that all three of these figures have. It's just, it sucks. I mean, they gotta come up with something different. I gotta be honest, I think this might be my last ThreeZero figure that isn't a robot, because these 1/6 scale human, or rather humanoid figures, I don't know, they're just not cutting it. I mean, they all look great. Cobra Commander and Destro specifically. But, I don't know. It's not awful. I don't regret buying it, but again, I don't think I could really recommend it. I mean, I guess you get what you pay for. This is a 1/6 scale figure that's only $160. It's well below the $200 mark. So, I mean, I guess you can factor that in. It's better than Storm Shadow, not as good as Cobra Commander, but it does look good. He's cute and dumb. So alright folks, that's going to pretty much wrap everything up. I am Rip It Open at Newman on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky now as well. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, hit the bell for notifications, and I will check you later.